Hello everybody, Nathan here with another Minetest mod review. Today we are looking at the pollution mod, which pretty much adds a bunch of different nodes to the game that are pollution related. Nothing naturally spawns though. This is all stuff that you have to craft. So it's kind of a what's the word? Not oxymoron. It's what's the word I'm looking for here? It is pretty much you have to do work in order to wreck things. What's the word I'm thinking of? It is counterintuitive. That's the word I'm looking for. Basically you get all sorts of different toxic waste and pollution type things, and we'll look at the crafting recipes in a little bit here. I'm not actually going to be crafting these because of some of the ingredients needed are kind of difficult to get. But yeah, basically you get all these barrels, and for some reason this one's not breaking for me. Does it actually have to be in the water? Okay, well, let me grab my trusty diamond pickaxe here and dig it, and I'll put it actually into the water and try punching it. There we go. Okay, so as you just seen, wow, you can damage these barrels, and the barrel will actually show like a cracked texture on it. Whoops, whoops. Oh no, we are okay. Wait, I'm okay. I am okay. It'll show like a cracked texture on it, which you can kind of see right there, and it's just leaking this toxic waste into the water. Now it also puts out a toxic gas over the water. So if you stand too close, whoops, I didn't want to fall in it. If you stand too close, you'll kind of get this yellow haze around you, and it'll show air bubbles, but you're not actually in the water. It's the gases from this toxic waste. And now, if you look up at the chat message there, in the top corner, it should, at some point, come on, do it, say I'm poisoned. Okay, I'm supposed to swim, oh here we go. You are sick. Swim in the water or eat a magnesium lump. Which, I don't have any magnesium lumps, so let us outdistance poison there. And then we'll swim in some water to cure ourselves of that poisoning. So yeah, let me get onto this ice here so I don't drown in the water. That was the toxic waste, which, let me pull up the crafting page here, which you create with a bunch of steel ingots and then toxic buckets. Toxic buckets are made from 3 pieces of steel and a caloxid lump, I'm guessing is how that's pronounced, which is made from clay, a mess crystal, magnesium ingots, and magnesium lump. And I don't know what just... Alright, yeah, I don't know what I just took damage from. And I died, because probably the toxic waste killed me. And now I lost all the inventory that we had. Wahoo. Let me swim back out here. So every single one of these toxic wastes that you can make require that you have these magnesium... Was that a magnesium lump or a magnesium crystal? I don't even remember now. I'll be honest, this is the first time I have used this mod. I ran around for a couple minutes before recording it. Yeah, so you need a magnesium lump, which you have to make out of 9 magnesium crystals, which you get doubtless from mining or with magnesium in it. There's a magnesium block, which gives you magnesium lumps. Oh, or you can make it evidently that way. So, oh wait, you know what? The crystal probably, but it has no uses, no recipes. It could be something that's planned for the future then. Magnesium lump. you would have to be able to... Maybe it is only craftable. Maybe you don't find this naturally in the wild. You just have to make it. But so everything requires magnesium lumps. And as we can see out there, that toxic waste has spread pretty far. And it'll affect players and any kind of NPCs or mobs. So if you're using any of the different mob mods, any kind of a water mod will take damage from in that as well. Let's take a look at the crystal barrel here. Now this one I died like 6 or 7 times from when I was just messing around, seeing what we get. So here we have a barrel. It's got our little hazard signs on it. Yeah, I don't really know what that is supposed to be there, but we'll just punch at some. No, I've had mixed results with attacking these barrels. Like, punching it's not doing anything. I can dig it with a diamond. Sometimes I can do damage to it with other barrels, sometimes not. I don't know if it's... Oh boy. Yeah, let's run, because I'm almost dead. I don't know if it has something to deal with... Whoa. Whoa! I don't know if it has something to deal with the... If there's just a random chance set on it, where it decides if it's going to pretty much break the barrel open or not. I'm just gonna fly over this because I don't want to die a whole bunch again. So basically, this one changes the ground, and yeah, that's... wow. That turned the whole tree into a giant crystal thing. Now these crystals... Ow, I did not want to do that! Whoops. Well, now you know what that does. The purple barrel just turns something into a spawned entity. I don't even know what that is. But he's got teeth and he looks mean. So these crystals here, I was reading, can kill you when you try to mine them, which is super. Let's hope I can get my bones back without crashing the game. Alright, good. For some reason I was having this weird error when I would dig my bones up in my previous world, where the game would just sag fault and just completely crash. So you can't mine these crystals to any real degree because you pretty much will die as you tried to mine them. So you pretty much just have to quarantine that part of the world off, which fortunately for us there is a chain link fence that is added to this mod. Oops, wrong button. You just use 4 steel ingots to get... Oh, I could have sworn I only hit give me 1 and yet I got 99. Okay. And yeah, you pretty much just have to, if you don't want people going in and dying. And I should, wow, I should really use the right keys. I was holding my keyboard the right way. Wow, I don't know how I did that. And you just throw up a bunch of chain link fencing. And hope that people heed the warning of the chain link fence and don't go through. And then you got a short fence, which might be jumpable and it might not be. I honestly don't know. And I don't feel like testing it someplace where I'm going to die if I do, so... Let me just grab some of these, place it, and let's see if this is jumpable. Yeah, you can jump right over that. So, anybody that'll heed the warning will be fine. Anybody that doesn't... Alright, so sorry about that. I just, sag faulted the game, I guess. I threw out the little blue barrel here. And that spawned this little sand monster, who came and killed me, and then the game crashed. completely and utterly crashed. And I honestly don't know why. I don't know if it's the fault of the mod here, or if it's the fault of the fact I'm using a daily build, which may or may not always be stable. So let's just run away someplace here and carry on with the testing. Nitrogen barrel. I was told, and by that I mean I read in the forum topic, that this will freeze water. Okay, so you can see there's that little crack on it. It's damaged. Oh, and the grass turns to snow too. And we got some frozen water there. Now this is supposed to do damage, I thought. There we go. I'm taking some damage. So this nitrogen freezes the water. And then you can pretty much take like a damage when you walk on it. Or sometimes you'll take damage when you walk on it. It's not very, I don't know, and I got like these two different ices. I got a pollution ice and a default ice with a pollution tint. So that'll spread, and that'll pretty much just freeze up your waterways and make everything icy. Sometimes it gives damage, and other times it doesn't seem to. Like right there, I just took, okay, I'm sick, swim in water or eat a magnesium lump. I don't have any magnesium lumps. I am going to die. I am no longer sick. Okay, unfortunately I also cannot get out. Yes, I can. Okay. So that'll freeze and does some damage. The acid barrel is another scary one. It's run on top of this little knoll here. Is that the right word? A knoll? Hill? I think knoll's the right word. And we'll just... Whoops. We'll just pop this right on the tippy top. Right there. And, I will turn fly on because this will kill you. As will all of these, honestly. Come on, barrel. There we go. Break the barrel open, and pretty much you get like this acid. Which, if you have ever used the Technic mod, I believe it is, where you can build the... I'm dead, and I don't even know why. And that makes no sense. So my acid fire is someplace like way, way, way over here. And I just respawned and I put out acid fire. That doesn't make sense. Let's fly back over. There it is. I can see it. This will burn through the ground like a very strong acid. See our nitrogen still freezing up the waterways there. Yay, I got all my bones back. This, it takes some time, but you can kind of see it already. It's burning down to stone. I think it'll burn through the stone too. From what I remember, it pretty much burns everything. It pretty much makes it really, really horrible. So, again, another dangerous pollutant to put out. The only way I can really see this mod being, like, used, and don't get me wrong, it's a cool idea and cool implementation, but the only thing I can really see you using this for is, like, in PvP. Like, for single player, I don't know what you would use this for. Because you pretty much just, every single one of these just destroys things. And I don't know why you would want to destroy your own things with, like, harmful toxic waste like this. So I don't really understand what use cases you would have in single player. And then last but not least, we have the sinkhole barrel, which is, I think, the only aspect of this that isn't necessarily something that's like insta-kill. Let's drop down right here in this little area. Now, I think I still have to punch this. I should turn off fast move and free move. Of course, okay, it's broken. This, I really won't see anything happening for a while. I know the forum says that you should use a lot of these red barrels to really get a good effect. Basically what it does is it hollows out the ground below the node that it's sitting on. So, I mean, you pretty much have... It'll turn this into like sand, but it doesn't look like sand, and then you'll walk over it, and it'll trigger the ABM, and it will fall, and you will fall into the ground, and then have to dig your way out. Unfortunately, I don't really know how fast this operates, and obviously at this moment, I'm not noticing any of this ground being transformed. Oh, actually, you know what? I can just see what the nodes are here. If it still says it's default dirt with grass, obviously it should be fine. And it would have to be changed to be toxic something. So that we might just have to let sit for a few minutes while we review some other portions of this mod that I will not be covering in detail because I'm only doing single player and I really don't have any way to cover these. There are different... Oh, this one you can actually only get with Give Me, as you can that one. Okay. Wait, never mind. Crystal block. How would you even mine these? You can make this crystal rifle using magnesium ingots, a crystal block, and a small crystal, which we've seen both of those when I put that barrel out. And then using some steel, and basically you shoot other players or any kind of a mob, any Lua entities, or what are they, CAOs, client-side active object, and this will damage them, like if, I guess, they stepped in the fire. But of course, if I don't have any kind of mobs enabled here, or any other players, I can't really demonstrate how that works. As we briefly covered... Wait, what? So we briefly covered how to make the different barrels here. That's funny, because I dug the acid barrel. I don't remember getting toxic out of it. But you have different craft recipes, pretty much everything. Every one of these barrels will give you... So I guess the exception of this one, where you have to use 2 of these bottles, which you make with 3 of these bottles, which you make with 1 Killium lump and 2 pieces of glass. And then here we're using toxic buckets. So again, these are all like super expensive to make as far as getting this stuff. Just... I don't really understand... Oh, and we got these 2 cool signs, which you make with coal and orange dye. Those are fun. But I really don't understand what the use case is. Because this stuff's so expensive to make. It's like... It's punishing you for having it, because it's all bad things. But... you have to go through so much trouble to make it. I don't see it being something that would be like super fun for single player. Oh boy! I did not know this thing could turn into a person if you punched it. What in the world? Huh. At least you can't swim. Oh. What in the world? That was totally unexpected. I was just waiting for it to ruin the dirt. And that never happened. Instead, it turned itself into a... That was weird. That was really not what I expected. I don't remember it saying anything about... I'm just browsing through the forum real quick here. It just shows it with that... sinking a hole in the ground. Makes the underground hollow. This is a slow process. The barrels we place in the underground have to vacuum. It's recommended to use many of these types of barrels at the same time. When it's done, it makes the ground crackly and the player falls if they walk on it. It doesn't mention anything about the barrel coming to life if you punch it and attacking you. Oh. And let's not forget the double fence. The double fence that cannot be jumped. Unless, of course, you cheat and shift jump. In which case... yeah. I mean, you were warned, is pretty much what I'm getting at here. You know you shouldn't be jumping that. And then magnesium lumps, I guess you can eat. So let's grab some of those. I'm just reading you take 10 health point gains for every lump of magnesium you eat. I don't know. I'm kind of torn. It's a really, really good idea, and I really like it, but I personally don't know what the use case would be. I guess it's really not, you know, not up to me to know a use case for every single mod I review. I'm just here to review them for the general public. And, oh, you know what, we didn't cover the locked chest. Let me show you this. This actually is pretty cool. Not to say that the rest of this mod isn't, but we have a chest. We can put things in said chest. We can dig said chest and put it in inventory. Then we can run someplace, place chest, open chest, and pull our inventory out of it. I don't 100% know why that is included with toxic stuff, but it's cool. Also, this light. Whoops, wrong button. No. Oh, well, that works too. You've got these little ceiling lights that you can make, which again, I'm not 100% sure why they go with a mod with pollution and toxic waste type stuff, but not gonna complain. They are pretty nice, actually. They work better, of course, if you're placing them on the underside of something because they go to the top of the node, but I, at the moment, don't really have any way to... I mean, they fit right underneath the node, just like that. And then, oh, what? What in the world? Whoa, hey. Alright, so I died again, and the game crashed. Again, and now there's this same guy that just killed me, spawned over here, and he is shooting these little crystal fragments at me. Fortunately, he's missing every single time, because he is a horrible shot. But, yeah, I don't know why this game keeps crashing so much. I don't know if it's due to the mod's fault, or if it... I don't know. So, for the time being, I will just say, use with caution. And maybe it's not quite ready for prime time on a server yet. Not sure. But, thanks for watching, guys. If there's a mod you would like me to review, head on over to my website, nathansalpat.com. Link in the description. And let me know what you'd like me to review. And I will do my best to review that mod for you. And let's look at another one of these guys just spawned. If there's a tutorial you'd like me to create on some certain aspect of modding, same place on my website. They're just the same form. Just fill it out and I'll do my best. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will catch you next week.